Okay. As I was telling you, my son came back from Canada and he was 315, yeah, 315 pounds. Now, after December the 5th, that we started with this ketogenic diet, which I told you before is mainly meat, cheese, eggs, very little vegetables, and we try to avoid as the more that we can about carbohydrates. Now, what we found and we read, it was that this was based on this idea that the sugars that go in the body, and that is what it gives the energy for the work. Once you don't take them, no sugars and all of these carbohydrates, then the cells of the body, they reach to a point. That's how we found out that they get some kind of, I don't know, the explanation is that they get crazy and they don't know where to go. So they attack the fat that is in the body. And that is the reason why this fat is converted into the fuel that is replacing the sugars. And then, you know, the metabolism is organized in such a way that you don't need no insulin, you don't need any of these things, and that actually I feel that you are cured of this problem of the diabetes. Now, my son, in, let's see, December, January, February, March, and April, let's see, 5 months, he went from 315 to 245. So his average now is 245. Now I went from 206 to 178. And let me tell you something, that since I came to Suriname, that I was around 204, 206. I tried everything that you imagine to lose weight, and I was unable to lose 1 pound. On the contrary, in 205 that I went to Brazil, I gained 6 extra pounds. Well, after a month, you know, more or less I lose it. But I always stay up around the 206. Well, with this diet and using the coconut oil, I am 178 now. So I personally feel the benefits of utilizing this ketogenic in conjunction with the extra virgin oil from coconut. They also have the regular coconut oil, and then they have the virgin oil and the extra virgin. So we try to get the extra and the best. And we hope for the best. We feel great, we feel with a lot of energy, we feel with no problems. And very important, no insulin. I don't know what is the needle since the 5th of December. And apart from the insulin, I was taking 7 more pills. Aspirin, hydrasaline, and other pills. I take no pills now. The pills is history. That's more or less what I can say at the moment. We continue reading and educating ourselves, because it's very difficult when they have told you so many things to do opposite. One thing that I remember all the time is a conference that we saw there on television of a man that he was explaining how 5 million years ago men mainly was carnivorous. All the day it was meat, and they were very strong people. It's only after they came with agriculture and the industrial revolution and everything that the sugars came around. That's why we have problems with sugar. At that time, it is possible that people didn't even use vegetables or fruits. Maybe occasionally they found some wild berries, but the main thing was meat. As that's a lot, because up to December 5th, I only had bad things about coconut oil. I read a lot of reports which they were saying that people in Trinidad, especially men under 30, 35 years of age, were dying of heart attack because of coconut. But now we have read a lot of things in which it points to contrary to that. And then we saw other reports that in all of those places, like in the Far East and places where they have a lot of coconut, that people don't import any other refined oils or oils of the other vegetable oils or anything. Or they have been using coconut oil all their life. And people die from anything, but not from heart attack from the use of the coconut. It must have some truth on it.